Hello again, gamers. GamerPauly here with a brand new live plays and chats only on GamerPauly, Twitch and YouTube. And today I've got for you Scar-led Salvation. This is an action roguelike shooter bullet hell. Oh my god, yes, it looks funky. It looks spookily similar to Returnal that I played on the PlayStation. It was developed by Idea Factory, Compile Heart, Nicola Inc. Flipping out enough of them. And published by Idea Factory International. Is available on Steam PC. I don't know about consoles. And whoa, that price! Oh my god, $49.99. Fuck me with a barge pole. Well, I hope it's good for fucking 50 quid. Seriously, guys. And then the deluxe edition is $66.99. Jesus. Everyone expecting me to say 15 to 20 quid, and I've come out with £50 and £77. So yes, this is an expensive game. For what I've seen, I like little clips and stuff. Other than it looking spookily similar to Returnal, it does look a lot of fun. It looks like it's going to be one of those that, you tear your hair out a bit and you swear some more and you get good. You tear your hair out a bit more and you swear even fucking more and you get better. Yes, well, hopefully it's fun. The main thing is it's fun. Right, enough of the ranting and raving. Let's get back to the game and have a look. There's no main menu, which is bizarre. It literally started a bit of an intro and literally just dumped me straight into the game, which is why I've paused it. Right, there's subtle options as well. There's literally next to nothing. So right, resume game.
My name is
Eminem.
Wait.
My name is Slim Shady.
Who am I?
I have no idea, lady. Right. So we have this very typical looking lady from these sort of games. Look at performance wise, yeah, pretty solid, 60 frames a second. She jumps and she pretty good. She's a good hurler. Right. Assuming we need to collect this. Oh no, we need to warp in this. Right. Officially it's alright. First impressions, it looks okay. Need to get with the shooting. Want to shoot some shit. Welcome if you just joined the channel. This is Scar-led Salvation, an action roguelike shooter with bullet hell apparently. Part I'm not looking forward to, the bullet hell. Right, so all these rooms are literally looking very similar.
I can't remember a thing.
So right, we're actually going to get to shoot something. She can't remember a thing. Hopefully she'll remember a thing very soon. Right, here we go. We're here to help you out, lady. You're going to remember soon, so I think that you're going to get fucking mobbed by a robot.
Hey! Can you talk at all?
Probably not. Whoa! Fuck a duck. That wasn't very friendly, was it?
You can move?
Like, hello, can you talk? Fuck you, basically.
There.
You got a melee attack. You got a ranged attack. Get in there with a melee attack and beat the shit out of this fucking tin can. Battlefield actions. Enemies and traps will appear on the floor and try to obstruct you. Assess the situation and overcome various dangers. Very nice.
Hey! Why are you attacking me?
Because they don't like you, lady. You probably smell.
Sheesh.
You've probably been stuck in that fucking cubicle for 100 years and you need a wash. So I'm having a guess anyway. Right. How to use Mirage Shift. By jumping then, using Mirage Shift, you can cross otherwise untraversable platforms. Additionally, Mirage Shift grants brief invincibility, but we like the sound of that. Time it carefully to evade traps or attacks unscathed. Well, we like a bit of invincibility. Cool. So she's jumped up there. So, yeah, the rooms do kind of look all a bit samey, don't they? They really do. Looks a bit samey. Oh, for fuck's sake. What the fuck did I just fall off there for? Right, okay. Back all the way up here for like no reason at all because I'm pissing about. Alright, over here. Item acquired. By destroying the micro armory container box, various items will appear, such as recovery items and weapons. Defeating enemies may also cause items to drop. There are two types of items, those that are collected when the player is near, and those that are acquired with a Y button. Items that are auto-collected will vanish if not picked up after some time. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Approach the item and press Y to obtain. And I have. So it didn't work. Exo Force Drive. Exo Force Drive refers to certain special abilities. When you acquire an exo skill item on the floor, it is set to the corresponding exo skill slot and activates various effects automatically. Exo skills are set in specific slots assigned to each item. You can check their slot upon acquiring them. Level exo skills by picking up the same skill again. You can exchange skills by finding new ones. Okay, so what's this exo skill then? What does it do? How do we do an exo skill? So you can switch weapons with LB. We've now got a little shooty thing. We've got the melee. We've got the dash. Does the D-pad do anything? No, it doesn't. Right, onwards and upwards. Alright, that must be the exo skill there where it says level 1 then. Right, we're going to get some action. Exo Force, by acquiring Exo Force items or performing specific actions, Exo Force accumulates in the Exo skill slot. Once full, the Exo skill, if I have to say that any more times, and I'm going to because it says so on the screen, the Exo skill enters a boosted state. Taking damage greatly reduces Exo Force. Alright, okay. Switch between main and sub weapons. Okie dokie. Onslaught. After Exo Force accumulates to a certain level, press RB to enter Onslaught mode. Very nice indeed. During Onslaught, Exo Force gradually decreases over time, but you'll become invincible and all attack damage increases. Additionally, all Exo skill slots enter a boosted state. Oh, very nice. Yeah, let's kick the shit out of these fucking tin cans. Get in, you little bastard. Yeah. How'd you like them exos? Enemy projectiles can be parried. Oh, no, not parrying. By hitting them with a striker attack. Successfully parrying projectiles accumulates exo force. However, some projectiles cannot be parried, so be careful. I hate fucking parrying. Welcome to the chat if you just... Welcome to the chat if you just joined. So the weapons auto-reload then, basically. That's good. This is spookily similar to Returnal. It really is. Spookily. So you can sprint as well.
Guess not.
You're just talking to yourself, lady. So I'd just shut up and hopefully you'll get a bit more enemy variety. Right, section transfer portal. It's still in the tutorial. Calm down.
What is this thing?
What is this thing? Ah! Whoa! Don't mess with this lady. Yeah. You're gonna get blasted. She's got a big hole in her chest. Damn. She's got fucked over by a bunch of fucking robots. Huff huff.
What was that? Did I die?
You think?
Is this a dream?
No, lady, we've gone on holiday.
Can't be.
gone to the seaside.
It's the same place as before. There are weapons.
Rip off! Rip off, Returnal! I'm only playing. This is the location where the player restarts. Some facilities within the floor become available to use once specific conditions are met. When the player dies and restarts from the returnal area, all items except story-related key items, acquired extra skills, and the player's secondary weapons are lost. Press the start button to open the menu. From the menu, you can view the map. Oh, we've got a map. So, have a map, weapon, status, library. Oh, loads of info if you want to bother reading any of it, but I don't. I cannot be bothered. I just want to shoot shit. What we got?
Who are you?
What a greeting. You're the one who contacted me. Twice, right? I can't explain who I am, but I can say that I'm not who you expect.
Who are you, Father Christmas?
I'm an AI, a military AI to be specific. Designation code ACS/MOG67789, but don't fret about remembering. I don't expect you to.
I'll just call you Mog.
Military? Well, that doesn't matter. What is this place?
This is a military facility. That's why I've been dispatched here.
Military? So, that's why there are robots?
No, you don't say. I thought it was because it was a burger place.
What's wrong?
If communication is possible, then can you call for a rescue?
Sorry, but no.
What do you mean, no? Fine. Then I'll just have to escape on my own.
Yes, we
If
will.
you want, I can give you support.
Huh?
Speaking as a military AI, your presence here is strange. Since we don't know how you arrived, the military isn't going to send help. But think about it another way. If we can figure out how this happened, they might dispatch help. See?
So you're saying I should investigate?
Don't overthink it. If you plan on escaping, you'll be exploring the facility, right? Just tell me what you observe along the way. Perhaps this is a good opportunity. It is better to light one's candle than curse the darkness, you could say.
Huh? You're an AI, but you're using such complicated expressions.
AIs want to show off what they know, too.
I think he's trying to flirt with you.
Whatever.
I think he's trying to
Let's go.
get in. I think he's trying to get in you.
And for the record,
Get in
I'm
your
not
solid
counting on
state
your
drive.
support.
Yeah, fuck the AI. Right. So why is that lit up? When approaching the device or facility, press Y to interact. Frontline return kit fully recovers health and repairs any damaged armor. Cannot be used if both health and armor are already fully recovered. Right, okay. So, if you've not seen or played any of these before, they're essentially a rinse and repeat type of game. You go along, get as far as you can, kill a boss or not, and then you return and restart. Some things you keep, some things you don't. Retry portal currently unavailable. They are very repetitive. They are generally very hard games. You've got to be up for a challenge.
We set off at last.
No need to get so excited. Let's tone it down.
You know, you're pretty weird. You're not very AI-like.
Weird? Not at all. AI, as the name implies, is a type of intelligence. The more advanced an AI is, the more it reflects human behavior. Our similarities are a sign of technological progress.
you're definitely weird.
I don't really like the shotgun.
Starting to feel exhausted.
Right when we're about to start exploring?
I just had a dream about being attacked by robots. But there's no use worrying about it. Let's move.
I want my little shooter gun back.
It's that robot.
The one you mentioned. You said you saw it in your dream.
Yeah, that one. So it wasn't a dream?
Maybe this is the darkest hour before the dawn.
Yeah, melee that motherfucker!
That means things seem worst before. At last, you finally find relief.
Oh, shut up for a bit!
That's it, you tell that
Thought
fucking
I was
AI.
gonna die.
You're stronger than I expected. Did you receive training somewhere?
How would I know that? Wait, I actually don't remember.
You don't remember?
Quicker just to fucking melee attack them.
Or are you practicing the concept of silence is golden?
Not like that.
I don't like shotguns. I'm not a big shotgun fan in any game, to be honest. I like my quicker
Honestly,
shooting
I
stuff.
probably have amnesia. I don't know my name or where I'm from.
I see. You've got troubles. But this is far from out of the frying pan into the fire. Considering your strength, you should be able to escape the facility.
We got
Maybe.
a Raven Strike, not
What's
Raven
with that
Strike.
half-assed encouragement? I'm desperate. Nobody's here to help.
Uncertain situations can spiral
Increases
out
damage
of
dealt by
control.
striker, damage
By
taken
rule,
is reduced.
the military really can't send help.
Well,
Damage is reduced. Well, I literally just picked up the same fucking gun twice. Grim Whisper. I like it.
I think I'll take a break.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Right.
I know complaining about it won't change anything, but the military's pretty damn useless.
What do you think soldiers are? They're trained, sure, but unfortunately, still human. They're weak when they lack information. As vulnerable as civilians, even. But their lives are equal to everybody else's. They shouldn't be thrown into more danger simply because they're soldiers.
Is that the kind of shit you say to someone left to die?
I am not leaving you to die. I'm offering you my support, aren't I? Focus on uncovering the cause of this bizarre situation before worrying about anything else. Do that, and they may send you help.
I'll get out faster on my own. If I wait, I'll have rotted away by the time they get here.
Enemies are a bit samey. I think they need to start adding a few different enemies in soon. A little bit samey. And everything pretty much looks the same. Every room looks the same, pretty much. The weapon's not particularly powerful. It's shooting quick, but excuse me. It's almost better just to fucking melee attack them, to be honest. Yeah. Look, every single room, it literally looks like it's just been copied and pasted. And the enemies are all very, very similar. I hope it changes to something different soon. Box here. Whoa! I mean, like I'm shooting them, and it's like doing a little bit of damage, but it's like, I don't know, I'm like better off just jumping up and fucking melee attacking them. So I've got a better blast haze, and I've got a better. Well, I've upgraded the weapons. I've got better weapons now. I've saved my little super duper whooper RB attack. Some tougher enemies. Locking on me. So I've got another floating tin can. Yeah, so we've got another floating tin can. Box here, whatever this is going to give me. Right, so some locked doors. I'm guessing we can. Yeah, so they're locked. So that's the map so far. That's what we've unlocked. But so far, it's been very, very samey, very, very repetitive. As I said at the beginning of the review, and I'm going to say it again, and they can get annoyed with me all they like. It's a bit of a rip-off of Returnal, but it's nowhere near as good. Yeah, and I will have to touch on the price again, considering this is £50, and this is a finished game. This is the final release. This is £50 for the standard edition, and 67 for whatever you get in deluxe. From what I've played so far, obviously I haven't got to a boss yet, or
all right, let's get cracking.
Done much else.
There's nothing to make a mountain out of a molehill here.
The hell? There are moles at the base?
It means to make a big fuss over small issues.
Huh? Oh, you're so annoying. Just say that from the start.
You really don't have any mental finesse.
Shut up!
Yeah, can we kill the fucking AI, please?
Is there anyone staying here?
Yes.
Whoa! He's got a fancy new attack.
That's not what I meant. Is there anyone else besides me here?
Nope. Nobody.
So yeah, for me so far, from what I've played, I don't know how many minutes I've been playing, because let's have a look. How many minutes I've been playing? I've been playing this for 25 minutes plus. Yeah, I personally couldn't justify spending 50 quid on this.
Only robots, huh? This is a military facility, isn't it? What were they doing here?
It was a testing ground for weapons.
It was.
It closed down years ago. The reason these robots are still operational is because they have a self-maintenance function.
Thanks a lot for adding such an unnecessary feature.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Little spinny tin cans getting hard. Spinny tin cans got an upgrade. The little spinny tin can dude has got an upgrade. But the other
Testing
enemies
ground for weapons, and it's been closed down.
are pretty
Why
samey.
am I in a place like this?
That's what I want to know.
If only my memory would come back.
They say memory can return after significant
Right,
emotional
so-
shock.
I've had enough shock.
No
More than this
enemies.
would kill me. So, where did we leave off? About my amnesia.
You
Got a
said
fancy little
you
box
couldn't
in there we need to
remember
try
who
and
you
get.
are.
I really can't remember anything.
Saying anything might not be accurate, no? We're talking, right? So, we can conclude that you still have language and common sense.
Yeah, but not knowing who I am is as good as forgetting everything.
I mean, there's no point in picking these up. They're level 2 weapons. They're a pile of shit, and I've already got better.
I can't just stand around.
So, making all that effort to go in there and get 2 level 2 weapons
Damn it.
when I've already got better.
Who am
Pointless.
I really?
I see. Your title is as important as language and common sense. Just like my military AI job title.
My profession represents who you are. Huh?
Are you saying that one's status defines them? But when you consider that clothes do not make the man, focusing on titles is dangerous. It's only one element out of the many that create the essence of a person.
I guess so. There!
Well, we haven't got to a boss yet, and there are bosses, because I've seen them on the trailer. But yeah, the entire game is literally built upon these grey and black rooms with things to jump on, things to jump over, almost identical weapons.
I was thinking
enemies,
about something
sorry.
earlier. Is there any possibility that I worked here?
You mean as a staff member? At a facility that closed years ago?
Maybe I came back to pick up something I forgot?
Nah, I doubt it. I searched the data, and there was no record of someone like you. Besides, this site was unmanned. There were no employees who could leave something behind.
Still no clues then. Too slow! Huh? There!
Yeah, it's getting very, very, very repetitive. I'm pretty much just clinging on to like some sort of hope of a change, a boss fight, something to like picked up another box, and there you go. I've got a grim whisper, level
Don't just
11.
stand around.
That's a level 2 weapon, and it's shit. A level 4 weapon, a photon strike. I might pick that up and see what. Well, that looks alright. I like the look of that. Yeah, they're lower level weapons, but they look like they're a bit more fun. So I'll go with them. Hopefully, I haven't screwed myself completely over getting these lower level weapons. But there you go. I like that weapon. I like that weapon a lot. And then you got your faster firing one. I really like this one. Raven Strike, I think it's called. I do like that. Nice little Bernie type of laser weapon. But yeah, this is almost like trudging through the mud without any boots on, and it's pitch black, and you don't know where you're fucking going, and someone says to you, keep trudging through the mud, you'll get there eventually and find the exit. But like, where's the fucking exit? Right, level 3 then. So, hopefully, fingers crossed here. This is the 3rd level of this, you know,
Let's go.
very repetitive, borderline monotonous. Everything looks the same shooter.
Sounds like you're in a rough patch.
Easy for you to say. It's not your problem.
Sorry. It's actually impossible for AI to be unsympathetic to the affairs of others, you know. We conduct simulations and get a sense of what it's like to be the person involved, more or less. So, I'm an entity that empathizes with you.
Yeah, well, then start acting like it.
I haven't even used my super ability yet. I've still got the RB ability, the super exo skill. You know, I still haven't used it.
Why
I haven't
are the
needed
robots
to.
attacking anyway? Aren't there supposed to be 3 laws of robotics?
The 3 laws of robotics, huh? It's kinda questionable to take the words defined by one author as absolute. Let's shelve those laws. What do you think about the situation right now?
I'm asking you because I don't know.
Then we agree. Neither of us know why the robots are attacking you. Maybe they're malfunctioning?
Huh, you're seriously useless.
Right, got a special portal
Is
here.
this
Fuck
what
it, I'm
connects the
going in
rooms?
because something needs to add some warmth. Is this what connects the room?
What is this?
It's a short-distance warp, commonly known as a portal. It connects spaces within a certain distance. Just think of it as a special little door of sorts.
Item that restores health, a small heal. We might as well have that then. Maximum HP. Oh, so this is kind of like an upgrade to your character kind of room then. I mean, it looks like we haven't got enough. We haven't got enough whatever the currency is to to do it, right? Okay. I thought it's going to be like a kind of a bonus challenge room or something.
Let's go.
Obviously not.
Is there any point in investigating this? I didn't think an AI would be clueless too.
That's disappointing to hear. Remember, I simulate what it's like to be involved. So, if you don't get it, neither will I. Doesn't it make you feel similar to me? Close, even?
I'd prefer someone who could just solve everything in a snap.
The Deus Ex Machina only exists in stories. It is information gathered yourself that leads to solutions.
Says the one who does nothing. Here.
So yet another room with the same enemies doing the same thing
How
over and
many of
over
these
again.
damn rooms are there?
It's exactly what I was fucking thinking.
Can be stressful indeed. With that said, haste makes waste. Taking the next step is what's truly important.
Less talking, more guiding.
I can't do that.
Why not?
This is a testing facility. There are robots stationed on each floor. Since they're experimental machines, they can't interact. You can only maneuver via a portal. Pretty irritating design, right?
This isn't funny. So we can only move between floors using the portal?
Isn't that what I said?
Then why can't you tell me where it goes and help guide me?
Well, looks like the portal is malfunctioning. The destinations are scattered. The destination changes after a set amount of time, too.
I want to punch whoever made the system.
I actually got hit there, but I think it's more like I fucking wanted to get hit. Rather than like, you know.
Looks like we'll just have to muscle our way through.
Don't be so down in the dumps. You never know when good luck may turn up.
You have good news?
You're so impatient. I meant there might be some in the future.
It's starting to feel like meeting you was bad luck.
Right. I'm certainly not doing any more than 4 floors, to be honest. I've pretty much almost had enough of it. Noticed a few little frames per second dips, but nothing major. Anyone wondering why the fuck I'm still playing this? I'm hoping like for a boss or something. pretty much the only reason what I'm hanging on for. If one don't come around soon, then I'm gonna call it a day on this, because it is literally the same black and white, black and grey. Black and grey rooms, you know, collecting things from coloured boxes, shooting the same enemies, you know, over and over again. I wouldn't blame it. I wouldn't blame anyone. I think you hit the nail on the head there. It does kind of feel like you're stuck in some sort of training combat fucking survival thing, to be honest. Right, this is definitely the last floor. If there's no boss at the end of this or now, then that is it for me.
Damn. I can't remember a thing.
Seems like you still have amnesia.
I'm pretty sure I've still got common sense. You can tell that much from talking to me, right?
Defining common sense is
Well, bugger me, that's got a new enemy.
range of things. There's the saying.
Crap enemy, but I got a new enemy.
Isn't common. Unless you can be specific. I can't verify your memory in this.
You're asking for a lot. Okay. I want to know how much general knowledge I have that's considered common in society right now.
And which country and era's general knowledge do you refer to? You've hardly narrowed it down.
I mean, this country, this era. Knowledge included in textbooks for elementary and middle school. Stuff even kids would know.
Okay, then talk about some simple current affairs. Come on, speak up.
Give me a sec. You asked for current affairs, right? Humanity is at war with an alien race called the Contactors. They're mysterious life forms that suddenly showed up one day.
Ding ding.
Was that really a good answer?
This isn't a test. As long as the general idea is correct, it should be fine. Your answer isn't far off from information I can find on the internet.
That's a vague source.
So we have one new enemy. It's pretty much just like one of the balls with two guns stuck to them.
Contactors are really strong, aren't they? I remember that humans have been losing the war, and we're in a pretty tight spot. Nearly the whole Eurasian continent has been occupied.
Yes.
Humanity is struggling, huh? I guess you can say, back a dog in a corner, and it'll bite.
Strange things have happened because of that saying, you know. Some commanders deliberately force their soldiers into dangerous situations to make them stronger. Yet the idea of humans becoming stronger when they're cornered is pure fantasy.
If that actually worked, we would be winning against the contactors.
When cornered, resource management should be prioritized. Willpower alone cannot win battles.
There's a lot of that going on. Why am I here? Really?
So these upgraded weapons are taking them down like they're fucking butter.
Skills and physical abilities are amazing.
Like a knife through
Training
butter.
did you undergo?
How should I know?
But still, I can pretty much go up to most enemies and do one little melee attack, and it pretty much kills them with one melee attack.
Let's go.
Report required. So we've got a report then. Yeah. So the game's got a little bit of a lore, bit of a story to it, but to be honest, can you be bothered? Can you be bothered with it? That's the thing. I know in the Asian countries they like their
Little
grindy,
shits.
repetitive
They're
games,
always
but
attacking on sight.
Because they're robots. I don't think they have any malicious intent. That's why we can't persuade them.
That's exactly why they're a problem.
I've played a lot of their online RPGs, and they're very, very grindy, very, very repetitive.
So, what kind of robots were being tested here?
Fully autonomous robots. With their maintenance capabilities, they can repair each other too. Reliable, aren't they?
If they weren't the enemy, maybe.
Right, surely there's got to be a boss at the end of this stage. Right, looks promising. Right, are we gonna finally get a fucking boss? Well, we have a different looking room. That's a start. You know, bugger me. Well, we have a room that looks different, but that's about it.
Over and over again.
Yes! Consumes elm chips to receive once when incapacitated. Over and over again, indeed. Well, one saving grace is performance hasn't been terrible. I have obviously had the slight little performance thingies. But yeah, performance hasn't been terrible. Wrong fucking side. Graphics aren't bad, but you know, they're not pushing the system. Whoa, you're a bit of a quick firer.
You.
Got all these boxes to pick up, and literally like, I almost can't be bothered. Well, thank you to anyone that stayed this length of time. Anyway, I hope you haven't been too bored. I hope at least I've entertained you, even if the game hasn't been particularly thrilling. You know, I have no idea what these games are going to be like before I review them. It's all potluck. You know, you get what you get. So thank you to anyone that's bothered staying. I don't think you really have any have high hopes. I think you're just too easily pleased. Oh, come on, that's like 4 floors. Fucking something different would be nice. Right, if this isn't a boss, then I'm calling it a day. Because my arms are tired, my hands are tired, my wrists are tired, I'm sweaty as fuck, I'm getting bored as fuck.
Can we continue from before? Could you give me an easy question?
What's 7 times 8?
Are you
255.
No one who asked for an easy question. Specify the difficulty if you're picky. Still, I think that was a pretty good question. If you can't handle basic stuff, then there's no point in asking other questions, really.
Big room coming up. Big room coming up.
56.
Correct. Don't sound so unsure. Was it actually difficult for you?
It's because you pressured me, you idiot! Shoot me a new question.
How about, what makes up the vascular system in plants?
Xylem and phloem.
Correct again. Well, it seems there's no issue with your level of basic education.
But I still can't remember where I was born, or what I was like as a little kid, or what I got up to.
Human memory is often full of fabrications, especially in childhood. Don't you think getting down in the dumps about such uncertain things is a waste of time?
Is that really helpful to say to someone with amnesia?
Fucking hell am I supposed to get up from that? It's just hitting the ceiling. Fucking hell am I supposed to get up from that? Oh, like that.
Over and over again.
I must be a fucking masochist or something. I don't know why I'm still playing this.
This place is way too big.
It is a military testing facility. They say, get all your ducks in a row. To make a grand facility, they need space, of course.
The way you talk is... Look, I get that you can't tell me where to go or whatever, but don't you at least know the layout of the place? Even just some of it?
Yes. The facility is divided into 3 sections. You need to find a special portal to move on. This portal is different. It might be because its destination doesn't change arbitrarily like the rest.
So, where is that portal?
You're going to find it, obviously.
Guess I'll have to walk. In the end, nothing changes.
Yeah, I think the character's getting almost as depressed and as bored as I am, to be honest.
So I just need to walk around and look for this special portal, right?
I should warn you. Be prepared. Since you're already being attacked by robots, there are probably more obstacles ahead of you.
Obstacles? Like what?
Who knows?
I've been thinking, you really don't inspire trust in other people.
What do you mean? An AI's purpose is to be involved with humans. Being close enough to trust somebody with my secrets is something I might wish for. In fact, I pride myself on being an AI that would disclose even classified military intelligence to my dear companions if the situation called for it.
Liar. The war with the contactors started suddenly, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. The first strike was when a giant tower fell onto the Eurasian continent.
You really started things with a bang.
There's no such thing as a declaration of war to them.
They must really love monotonous, repetitive games. I've had pretty much zero challenge throughout this whole game. I don't think I've even been hit once, other than like maybe when I've been wanted to have been hit, to be honest. anyone's just joined the stream, they might think it's a pretty cool game from what they see. And, you know, in some ways it has been a little bit of fun, but for those of you who stayed from the beginning, you know, you'll know how repetitive this has been. And I said I was giving up after 4 floors and I'm still here, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Let's go.
Area lockdown, this is something different. Okay, some sort of grindy XP thing.
Over and over again.
Well, that lockdown room was the first thing that was different in like nearly an hour. I must have been playing this an hour.
Don't get too cocky.
Well, I must have the patience of a fucking saint today because I'm getting hungry, I'm tired, I'm fed up with this. I'll tell you, the word deja vu would certainly fit in here. Because it is literally like you're seeing and playing exactly the same thing. I think my hands might actually be stuck to my fucking controller with sweat. Another floor.
Let's go.
Right, this looks a little bit different. Return portal, a one-way device for warping to the
I think I'll
return
take a break.
area. Is this finally the boss? Right, here we go. I think we have the boss.
What is this?
It's a contact or spy weapon. Either a modified captured specimen or its descendant. I knew they existed, but not here.
You should have said something!
There's nothing you could do but defeat it anyway. What's the point in telling you?
I could have prepared for it if I knew, like targeting its weaknesses.
If there were any, I would have told you. So basically, it has no weaknesses.
You are no help at all! Even though I can go back in time, it still hurts. No choice but to do it. I can't just waste time here. One step ahead.
Whoa!
Don't get too cocky. One step ahead. Ouch.
Whew!
I never expected something like this to be here.
Well, that's been about the best thing about the entire game, was
The
the boss fight.
contacted bioweapon is as powerful as expected.
Is it really no big deal to use something like this? What if it turns against us?
I think this is a scenario where fortune favors the bold.
Do you mean the benefits are huge if it helps us?
It's literal. Good fortune comes to those who are brave. You must be a risk-taker to secure advantages in life. Your interpretation wasn't terribly incorrect this time. But knowing you, it was probably just a lucky guess.
You're the worst.
Right, I am absolutely fucking exhausted. I appreciate each and every one of you that's watched the entire stream. So thank you to anyone that's still in the chat. Like we've got a kind of like ice area now, but I'm done. I need to do some summing up. Right, Scarlet Salvation then. An extremely repetitive game that would frustrate the hell out of most people. You literally move from one identical looking room to pretty much another identical room. And yes, there is elements of fun, there's moments of fun, but the enemies are also samey and do the same thing. And you upgrade the weapons, and your upgraded weapons are better than the weapons that you find. And to be honest, you can just go around almost one fucking melee punching every single weapon, and it instantly kills them. There's not really enough enemy variety. They're not tough enough. They're not challenging enough. Then all of a sudden, after 6 fucking floors, you get to a boss that's actually challenging, that actually killed me once. If I didn't have the revive, I would have failed the boss. I've literally played this for nearly an hour and 20 minutes, most of the time, barely fucking keeping it together. Like, bored shitless for about 30 to 40 minutes doing the same fucking thing over and over and over. And even the main character kept saying, oh, you're doing the same thing over and over again. You're in the same rooms. Well, if you know that, make it more fucking interesting then, people. Seriously, devs. And while I'm here having a rant, the price, come on, £50 for something that easily should be 15 to 25 tops. And I'm being generous here with the tops. 15 to 25 tops. This should never be a £50 game. And a deluxe edition for nearly 70 quid. Come on, where are you getting your pricing from? Seriously, who is honestly going to pay 70 quid to have her run around half naked? Why am I even saying that? Of course there's going to be people that are going to pay it to have her run around half naked in skimpy outfits and God knows what else. But at the end of the day, Scarlet Salvation, although it has been fun in parts, and that was actually a fun boss fight. I thoroughly enjoyed the boss fight, but I had to get through six bloody floors of the same looking, same enemies, same everything to get to a boss fight. And my mind was going numb, my hands, everything was going numb. So yeah, sorry guys, but I cannot recommend this, especially at 50 quid. If this had been like a £15, £20, 25 tops, I might have said, well, if you don't mind the repetitive nature, it is fun in moments, despite it being repetitive. It doesn't look bad. The performance was good, and that boss fight, as I'm saying now for the 3rd or 4th time, was actually fun. But I had to get through 6 floors of the same monotonous, repetitive crap to get to a boss fight that was the best thing about the entire game. So pretty easy for me on this one. To sum this up, GamerPauly says, as I said, this is not a bad game. I'd play it for free. It doesn't deserve a stinker because it's not a bad game, and I do like these kind of things because I thoroughly enjoyed Returnal. So there you go, devs. You've obviously blatantly copied your idea from Returnal. You know, I'll speak the truth. I always do. You know, no bullshit. I'm not fucking about. You've blatantly copied Returnal with this, and it's not even a quarter as good. But there you go. That's my opinion. But I really appreciate you guys in that chat that have stuck through this whole 1 hour and 20 minutes. I hope you haven't gone brain dead watching this. Right. Thank you again, guys, for sticking with me. I appreciate your support. I hope you've at least enjoyed the stream a little bit. Hopefully, I've entertained you somewhat. Right, that's it. I'm off. I need some lunch. I'm out of here. Take care, guys.